the FBI ends up setting me up. They become my money laundering guys. They handle all the cash. They take the cash and they take it from Australia and bring it to the U.S. and they charge me half of 25%. They're charging me 12%.
The feds are doing this.
And unbeknownst to me, I didn't know they were the feds. They're golfing with me.
Yeah, how did you get
gambling.
that stuff's interesting to me.
Okay.
How do they like infiltrate? How they find you?
So my mates from Australia, they said, hey, we found these guys. They came on this yacht in Sydney. And he says, man, these guys were on the yacht partying with us. They had encrypted phones. He says they were drinking, they're doing coke. And I'm like, okay. He says they're in the money laundering business. I said, okay, well, what do you want to do? He goes, let's try them out. He goes, they're 12.5%. That's half of what we're paying. I'm like, fuck, that's unheard of, right? So he goes, I'm going to give them 10 grand just to see if they steal the money. So he gives them 10 grand in Australia. This guy comes back to San Diego and we meet up for golf. He brings the 10 grand and he takes his 12.5%. And I messaged my mate in Australia. I go, dude, this guy's the real deal. He just paid me the money minus the 10% or the 12.5%. He's like, okay, well, let's do another. So we do 500,000. Boom. We pay him the 12.5%. I get the cash minus the 500. I'm like, okay, these guys are fucking bad motherfuckers. Like, we're talking fast.
Okay, so when you're playing golf with them, because in like movies and stuff, people start to think like, yo, is this guy fed or wearing a wire?
You didn't have any thought like these guys are
so well? I'll tell you why I didn't, because they had encrypted phones. Anybody in the encrypted phone game is like, you're working in the game. You're part of the fucking drug game. If you have an encrypted phone, those things are $1,000 a month. And then the key was this: these guys are betting on my website. They're betting on sports. So I'm like, okay, these guys are the fellas.
Yeah.
And I'm popping Vicodin and I'm drinking vodka, and guess what? They're popping Vicodin too. I'm like,
so they're doing the drugs.
They're doing the drugs. So I'm like, there's no way. But remember,
that's kind of sick as an informant. You get to like actually like be in care. Like you get to like party and shit.
Vicodin is a prescription drug, so they can get a prescription.
Right.
They never did the coke, and this should have been the fuck. Every time I talk about this should have been the kicker. We were in literally Miami, and I invited the guys to the strip club. They turned me down. I'm like, fuck, are these guys gay? Like, I was like, why don't they want to go to the strip club? Like, oh, we got to get back to our wives, right? So fast forward 2 years when I'm now sitting and reading my discovery, I'm in prison. My lawyer's telling me the reason they didn't go to the strip club is because they're wearing wires. And what happens at a strip club?
You pat it down.
A girl takes your clothes
it off too.
Pat you down.
Yeah.
It's because they had wires on. So they never want to be exposed.